Hello, beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Today, I'm really excited because I love sharing this strategy with everyone. This is one of the most popular strategies I have designed. People find it extremely helpful, so I wanted to share it with you today. So grab your hydration beverage. Let's have a sip and a sit, and I'm going to share with you how to create a grab-and-go binder. Let's get started. What is a grab-and-go binder? This is a binder that goes with me everywhere I go. The reason I created this strategy was because I got so frustrated trying to find the claim ticket, the prescription I needed filled, all of that stuff I call refrigerator documents. They tend to get stuck on the refrigerator because they're important and we know we're going to need to retrieve them within a select period of time, but then we go to find them and they're gone. They've fallen down, they're on the side. Now I have to move my whole damn refrigerator to find that claim ticket, that prescription, or that important, medical order that I need for lab work, the field trip form, anything that usually ends up on the refrigerator or on your dining room table and it ends up missing. That is incredibly frustrating because usually there's a time element. These are documents that we need to use most likely in the next 30 days. So I designed this system to keep track of those documents and to have them when I need them. So let me share with you the grab-and-go binder. All right, so you're going to need a couple of things for this. Number one, you're going to need a binder of some sort. I like a binder because it keeps everything accessible, but it's also easy to find because I use little plastic envelopes. This keeps everything secure while I'm traveling with my grab-and-go binder, but it also keeps everything I need on hand. I cannot emphasize how wonderfully effective this grab-and-go binder is. So a binder and some sort of little plastic envelopes. If you don't want to spend the money on plastic envelopes, that's okay. Just use page protectors. They're not as secure, but they will be effective. All right, so a binder, page protectors, that's really all you need. Let's get started talking about what we keep in this grab-and-go binder. Well, the first little envelope, I house any kind of correspondence or payments that need to be made. Now, this could be greeting cards, cards that need to be sent for baby showers, anniversaries, birthdays, graduations, retirements, or sympathy cards. If you know you have to send one, just slip them in here. You have them when you need them. If you get stuck in traffic or you're between appointments and you're sitting at the coffee shop or at the restaurant, you can fill out those cards, put a stamp on them. I keep a few stamps in, a little page of stamps in here. You can drop it off at the post office while you're running errands. Same thing with payments. If you have payments that need to be made, you can keep the payment stubs in here, envelopes, stamps, and a pen, and you can just go ahead and fill all of those out. If you get stuck in traffic, if you're at the coffee shop, you're in between appointments, you're sitting in the lobby, or you're at the library, go ahead and fill those out, drop them off at the post office. And then that way you have kept up with all of that correspondence. I also keep business cards, phone calls, or contacts that I need to make, but this is just things that need to be sent or communications. That way, I keep them all in one place. Next, I'm going to have a budget sheet. Now, I like to put a new one in at the beginning of every month, and what this is going to do is track my spending. So that helps me stick to my budget. That's going to save me money and improve my financial well-being. It also highlights where I might be spending money that I could maybe pull back a little bit. Unnecessary spending really drains our bank accounts. The next section of my grab-and-go binder is anything that I'm going to need for events, claim tickets, school field trip forms. If I have jewelry, tools, or dry cleaning and I need claim tickets, I'm going to have those housed here. My event tickets I'm going to house here, so that way I don't forget them. When I go to the event, I didn't leave them on the refrigerator. I have them with me. I take this grab-and-go binder with me everywhere I go. Every time I leave the house and I get in my vehicle, I'm going to have it with me, so that way I have everything I need when I need it. That saves me time in traffic, a whole lot of frustration, and a ton of money on fuel. The next section is going to be any kind of important documents that I may need. If I have, let's say I have an appointment with an attorney, I want to make sure I have those documents so that I don't forget them at home, because then that whole appointment's going to be useless to me. An important meeting with someone and I need the documents, I'm going to house those here as well. The next section is going to be my sales flyers, and coupons. Now, I have a coupon video where I share with you my coupon strategy, but that involves a little coupon accordion file. I don't want to have to take that with me every single time. If I know there's something on sale and I have a coupon, I'm going to pull the coupon and the sales flyer. So while I'm out running errands, I can pop into that store, grab that, maximize my savings. And speaking of maximizing my savings, I also use my 3-ring binder to clip my store loyalty cards on the inside of my grab-and-go binder. So I have those with me when I need them. I can just unclip them, run into the store, my store loyalty card, my coupons, my sales flyers, and I'm going to capitalize on all of that money savings. I'm also going to keep my menu planner. So on Sunday, as part of my prep steps, I go through my refrigerator, freezer, and pantry, and I look at the ingredients that I have on hand, and I create a menu to utilize those ingredients so we don't have any food waste, and I don't waste any of my grocery budget on food I'm throwing away. But then I can make a shopping list of the ingredients that I need to purchase in order to execute that menu and use those ingredients. So I can put that in my shopping section of my grab-and-go binder so that while I'm out, I can run in and get any kind of ingredients so that I have my meal plan intact. That is going to save me that urge to get grab-and-go food on my way home when I'm tired and I don't have a plan. That is the top reason most people get grab-and-go food on their way home, is because they don't have a meal planned at home. Saves you money, saves you time, and it definitely helps you utilize the ingredients you have on hand, which stretches your grocery dollars. Next, I'm going to have any kind of medical paperwork. This is going to be referrals, blood work, prescriptions, anything relating to your health and well-being. I'm going to have in my grab-and-go binder so I don't forget them at home. Without the blood work order, my blood doesn't get drawn. Then I'm going to have to back up my doctor's appointment. It gets complicated. So as long as I have this grab-and-go binder, I've got everything I need. The last section for me is going to be my filing. So as I pay those bills, I'm going to document when I paid them, the check number. I'm going to put them into my filing page protector or envelope. That way, at the end of the month, during my fiscal fast, I take my grab-and-go binder, I sit down with a hydration beverage, I pull everything out of my file section, and I just go ahead and file it right then and there. So anything that needs to be filed is going to be housed here. That way, I keep up with my paperwork management system and my filing. I like to take a little booklet to jot down ideas, things I need to remember, things that I thought of while I was driving. So I can just clip that right here if I need to, or I can put it on the inside. That way I have something to write on, and I also want to make sure I have a pen so I have something to write with. Slip that right in there. Now I am ready. I am going to save tons of time in traffic. I live in the country, so for me to go into town, it's a 20-minute drive. Doing that every day takes an enormous amount of fuel, as well as my time. And the last thing I want to do is be sitting in traffic every day. So I created this, and it has been a time saver for me. It's also a money saver because I save a lot of fuel because I'm not running back home and then back into town to pick up what I was meant to pick up or to get my labs done because I forgot my lab order. If you consider trying this strategy, please leave me a comment on how this works for you. What do you find valuable about using the grab-and-go binder? I hope you found this information valuable and helpful. If you did, would you please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel or my channel on TikTok, The Organizer Advisor. Follow me on Facebook, like this video. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. And of course, share this video with someone you think could benefit from this information. I would greatly appreciate your support. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, but until then, my beautiful friends, be well.